It started off in Rome with Julius Caesar. This guy, I was researching him, and he was a person that was concerned um, with more with helping the poor than with gathering wealth. And I think he was a peaceful man. There's not a lot of information out there that, since it was so long ago, it'd be maybe hard to really prove any of that. But the legend goes he was murdered by people that were around him, and they say it was for the good of the state. And now that's a real key issue, a real major statement that it was for the state, not for the people that they did that for. See, because the state is only a small group of people that run things, and that's what the message is there, was that this man wasn't there to help out the rich. He was there helping the poor. And I think he was probably a peaceful man. But like I said, he got murdered. And then what happens is, now in the United States, JFK, when he got assassinated, um, I think he was a peaceful man. And I read in a book called High Treason 2, and I can't remember the author's name, but he says in there that that was the first time that Americans really felt that the government was out of their hands. And that's probably true because, like with this last election, if I wanted to vote for a person who was going to stop the wars, which is what I would have wanted, somebody to stop the wars and make government smaller, there's nobody I could have voted for. See, and I think a lot of people want that, want less government, want less wars. They don't want to have wars all over, and really, the people that are running things, if you think about it, when that happened in Rome, the people that started to run things after Julius Caesar were the same people that killed him. And I think that happened here too, where JFK was killed because the people wanted it ran their way, the way that would help the state, not the people. That's two different things. The state, they talk about the cops are there to protect and serve, and it seems like they're there to protect the wealth and the wealthy. Like I said before, the law is 9% of the law is possession, and so if you have money and wealth, then the law is there to protect you. Uh, but anyway, since then we've had Reagan, Reaganomics, and I don't think he was really the power behind the idea behind the Reaganomics. I think there was somebody else there that really pushed him to it. I think he might have even been threatened with assassination if he didn't go through with robbing the poor and giving to the rich. And that's exactly what happened. It was for the good of the state to make the people that are poorer to have less money, and to give the few people that have all the money to have more money. And that's for the good of the state, not for the good of the people. And then they say it's to create jobs. Well, what jobs do you really need? I mean, you really only need to eat and sleep. Um, but it's for the good of the state that they keep that power. And then there's a lot of people that think that there was people in the government that I'm not going to argue this point that what I think, but there are people out there that do think this, that there was people in the government that were responsible or had some responsibility for 9/11. And my point is that after all these things happened, with Caesar getting killed, there was so many things. Martin Luther King Jr. got killed, and I think that was probably for the good of the state too. But my point is, all these people think that there is corruption there in the government, and there is, and they see these things happen all the time, and they still go to work the next day after JFK got assassinated, and they thought, man, that was our chance at peace and a peaceful man. They still went to work and paid taxes into the system. And it's amazing to me that nobody did anything to stop them. Caesar got killed, and people just still supported the people that killed him. Same thing with JFK, and then the Reaganomics and all that, and the wars, and using the oil, and all the trusts that are going on right now that blatantly they do exist. and people still just they go to work and pay taxes like they have no choice but to support that system. And let me tell you, if you're paying taxes, you support the system. You support it. You can say you don't, but the fact of the matter is that if you've ever seen some injustice or some corruption there, you support it. You support that, all of it. If you're paying taxes, I mean, I do. I don't want to. I don't want to pay taxes. I hate it. I don't support it. I don't believe in any of it. But that's the point. Is if you're paying taxes, you support them making your life the way it is. They run it.